Yo, yo, I'm Micks Mowers and Merman, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, something a little bit different for you. I've picked up a To Explore Ignite Bushcraft Magnesium fire starting device. In an emergency, you may need to start a fire to cook, to boil the kettle, or even to signal an emergency situation, or just simply to keep warm. Lots of people to carry around with them, little tiny boxes of matches, maybe waterproof matches, maybe lighters and what have you, or other bits and pieces. But this bit of kit here, it don't matter if it gets wet, it doesn't matter how cold it is. As long as you prepare for it, you can get a fire up and going in next to no time at all. And no, I'm no professional. I'm a man in a shed that's just picked up a magnesium fire starting stick. I'm just going to show you how easy it is to get a fire going. So here you go. Here is the To Explore Bushcraft Magnesium Fire Starter Kit. Slowly strike some filings off of the stick onto the kindling. Take care not to make a spark. Once you have it covered, scrape down the length of the stick to forcefully, in a positive manner, directing the sparks towards your kindling. Okay, when it lights, you've got to feed it. So it's as simple as that. But the whole process is literally, you need to try and start a fire to keep warm, to cook, to clean, have a hot drink, to signal an emergency, whatever it is. And chances are, lots of people will have some form of ignition device, as I say, a box of matches or whatever it is. But these little tiny cookies here for £4, you can just put that in your rucksack as is, like that, not a problem. Just forget about it, good to go. Comes with what looks to be like a little tiny bottle opener there as well, which is quite cool. So maybe you can have a nice bottle of beer whilst you're doing it. A little tiny ruler on here as well, which is quite good. Over the other side, that's in another ruler as well, just different measurements. So that would be in, what's that? That's both the same, centimetres and millimetres. Two striking methods here. You've got the back of the edge on here, and you also got the front of the edge on here to scrape your filing. So easy, easy. Now, I've not tried this before. I've seen lots of videos. But this is going to be a live, so to speak, unedited version, okay? Now, there's nothing around me that's going to cause anything else to ignite, any fuels or what have you. There is nothing all around here. So nothing else can catch fire. Now, what they do say preparation is key. Absolute key. So if you know you're going to be in a situation and you can plan for it, then you can prepare for it. But if you can't prepare for it, then you need to have at least some way of finding some dry material to burn. Now, in a prepared situation, you can use literally the shavings off of a pencil. It's a really, really good form of a way to get your filing, your material to catch just by using pencil shavings. So I'm just going to keep snapping the end of that pencil off, just so we keep on getting some nice shavings. Now you could also use cotton wool dipped in a little bit of wax. You know, you could use just some dry paper perhaps as well that you've prepared. Put it in a polythene bag. So that is all the prepared way. The unprepared way is that you've got to try and find dry material, which is not always easy if it's been lashing down with rain, right? That's not going to be a simple thing. But if you scrape down through a branch, cut a branch in half, you'll find dry material inside it. Okay, as long as the material is not covered in sap. So out in the elements, it's a bit more difficult, but you have to go foraging for dry stuff. So if you're out and about, just always have it in mind. You need to start collecting some dry material for kindling later on. So if you know you're in that situation, always keep your eye out. If you find like an outbuilding or barn and there's bits of straw and hay in there, just grab a handful, put it in your pocket, and that'll do you for later on. So just use what's around you. With some rather nice bits of filing off my pencil, just like so. And this would represent the same as little tiny bits of stick and what have you. You can then grab your fire starting device. It would have been nice if it had a little bit longer bit of string, just a little bit longer. But that's what it is. You can just separate this up. Now, what they're saying is to strike and grind this magnesium stick to put the filings on there. Now this is covered in like a black coating. Now what you want to do is remove the black coating. See how the coating is different? You want to remove the black coating. Now the black coating is literally what it is. It is a coating, okay? And it's not, and if you just strike that as it is, it's never going to do anything. So just start to manage that off in a positive way, they said. Just so you get a nice clean material, nice and shiny all the way around, okay? Now we've got a nice shiny material all the way around, we can now gently start to strike the material off, just like so. And just all we're doing is we're just rubbing that onto down below. That's all we're doing, okay? So just gently, gently, gently. It has to be positive. You can use the back of a knife or anything like that, but we're not going fast because we don't want to be introducing any form of spark, okay? So nice and gently, really forcefully, but we're not striking fast. So all we're doing is laying down some material into where we need to get it. Now I understand if it's absolutely lashing down with rain, you may struggle here a little bit, so you just need to try and prepare for it beforehand. Got some filings down there now, push that together, and then all you want to do is now strike. Now what I would recommend doing is getting rid of this bit of string or making it longer. That's what I would do, because you can't get a decent strike action on it, okay? So I'm going to cut mine off and I'm going to put a bit of paracord on mine, about twice as long, okay? That's what I'm going to do. So now we have some material down inside these flakes here. Using the back edge of this, I prefer, we're going to strike down forcibly and away, and we're going to push the striker stick away towards you. We don't want to be pushing this towards the fire, because you might bash it and knock it all over the place. So just pull this back, okay? And there you go. It might take you 2 or 3 goes, but you can gently start to introduce some more kindling, bits and pieces, stuff that will actually burn. But I'm a complete novice at this, complete novice. Bits of dry paper. See how easy it is? If I can do this, guys, you can do it. So you gently, gently feed this little tiny bits of pieces, real small pieces, just to get the fire to go. Once the fire starts to take hold, you can then start to introduce some little tiny twigs. And you'll find before long, you'll have an absolutely beautiful roaring fire, which you can cook on, clean on, you know, as in boiling water for yourself, hot drink, make a signal flare fire, whatever you want to do. But a very, very simple device off of this magnesium fire starting stick will enable you to start the fire that you need. I hope it helps. If it does, give me a shout. So there you go, quick little demonstration there on how to use this magnesium fire stick, which I've now converted into a rather nice looking necklace, which will go around your neck. You won't lose it. It goes inside your jacket. You can keep it nice and dry. It's in there. You can forget about it whilst you're in that sort of situation. The hardest part of starting any fire with a magnesium fire stick is you need to be prepared for it. You need to be prepared. It's like the Boy Scouts used to say. So in the little tiny pack this come with, a little tiny polythene bag, you could put, if you're going camping, you could put some bits of kindling or some pencil shavings, bits and pieces like I showed you. Put that into a bag, fill it up, put it in your pocket, put it in your rucksack, and you are prepared for that later on. Maybe a little bit of kitchen roll, something like that, just to get it, just to catch. Once it's catched, you then need to make sure you can feed the fire. So before you even start to make the fire, you need to make sure you have the timber and the kindling and what have you to put on it. So don't start the fire process until you have all the bits and pieces around you. Once it's all around you, you can then start your fire. There's nothing worse than using your ignition source, you burn that, and then you go off running around and feel like a lunatic trying to find bits and pieces to burn like a bunch of fools. It doesn't work like that. Get it all prepared, get it stacked up, get it ready. So as soon as the fire does ignite, you've got a very, very small window of opportunity then to put stuff on it nice and gently, start to build a fire. And once the fire starts to build, you can then put some big bits on there and keep nice and warm, boil a cup of tea or coffee, or make yourself a nice egg and bacon sandwich. That'd be cool. So there you go. That is the little review on the To Explore magnesium fire stick. They sell so many. I'm not going to say this is a good one. They sell so many, and they're so inexpensive. As I say, but you ain't got to feed it, you ain't got to look after it. All you got to do is have it around your neck on a piece of string or in your bag. They're fully waterproof. The only thing I will say is some of the plastic ones, I noticed that the magnesium stick tends to come out. I have seen on some. So just make sure that before you go out and use a bit of kit, try and pull that stick out. If that stick comes out, then put some glue in there, push it back in overnight, let it set nice and hard, and you'll be good to go. If you want a nice little handle to hold that, you can buy longer sticks as well. But for what that was, £4. I bought two. They can sit up in the shed until I need them, and that's it, good to go. So what do you think of that? Would you be able to do it? Maybe you could. If you can, send me a video. I'd like to see that. Send me a video on YouTube with a link to you using it for the first time, okay? Because there's lots of professionals out there, and professionals are really good at it. This is the first time for me. First time ever. So there you go. If this is the first time watching Micks Mowers and Merman, hit your subscribe button and whack the old bell. Set notifications to all. That way you'll be told next time I've done the video. And I look forward to you girls and guys next time very, very soon on Micks Mowers. But until then, don't forget, much more importantly, take care easy.